welcome to what is probably episode 26 or 7, I maybe think, of my gardening channel series videos. And I'm just gonna get into what the video is about immediately. It's just an update, but this time it's on the plants in the backyard, the patio. Well, the plants in the patio are all dead or moved. These were on the patio and I've moved them out here to get some more sun. For some reason, though, the tip of, I don't know how I'm gonna record this right now, but the top growing tip of this habanero seedling died, as you might be able to see. And so it started growing more leaves off of the side of its stem, which is weird. I don't know why the top of it died. I think it wasn't getting enough water, so it dried up. But it's doing good now. These two are doing fine. I've seen some whiteflies under their leaves sometimes, which is really bad because they could totally kill these plants. So I'm just searching for any, and I didn't see any, so that's good. I have this. This was one of my papaya trees that has to cut down because it was dying. I've decided the reason it was dying was because it was like we couldn't have two papaya trees in one spot because they were just stealing nutrients from each other. So I got rid of this one, which was doing worse, and I left the one that was doing better. Then over here, this seedling is probably dead. Let me see if I can get this focus. I'm pretty sure the seedling is dead. This one is doing great. It has no whiteflies. The dills here are flowering like way too much, but why is this unable to focus? There's this very big spider web here, which you might not be able to see. It's easier to see with your eyes than with the camera. Here's an onion that's grown from a grocery store onion that started sprouting. Here's the cantaloupe, which got powdery mildew on it from being overwatered by the sprinklers. So I sprayed a mixture of neem oil and Sevin on it. And I think that killed the mildew, but once the leaves are damaged, they don't turn green again. The bean plant is good, but I don't know what these spots on the leaves are. I think it might be a disease, but you can't like give a plant a vaccination, so I don't even know what to do about that. I'm putting tomato kids around this deal because, well, for one thing, it's going to be here temporarily. After a few months, the dill, maybe even less than 2 months, the dill will be dead because it will have flowered already. Then I could remove the tomato cage and save it for something else. It's also one whole ring taller than this one is. See? It's taller. And it comes to more of a point. But it keeps the dill plant standing up and stops it from making this huge mess over here. And then there's the fire that I got rid of. I didn't really cut it down. I kind of just bent it until it snapped, which I didn't think was going to work. Then over here, I don't know if I know the sweet potatoes need more water, but what I really don't like about them is how the stem connects to the rest of the plant. See, it starts here. This is the stem. This is the sweet potato stem. Why is it not focusing? Stem. A lot of the roots are buried under this dirt here. Here's one of them. That's going to become sweet potato. Alright, I was interrupted. I don't remember exactly what I was saying. I do remember I was talking about how I don't like that this is the stem of the sweet potato, right? And there's some more stems like this one right here, but not this. This is a weed. This is a sweet potato stem. This is a stick. And here's a sweet potato root that should be covered with dirt or soil or something. But the reason I don't like how the stem Just goes out here and it comes back and then it goes around and through here like that because there's no leaves on it. So when I'm trying to pull leaves around here, I could easily accidentally break it off. This under here is where the biggest sweet potatoes are. That's good with this. So if it breaks off, then those will just stop growing and probably even die. These leaves will still be alive because they're growing extra roots along the ground where the stem is touching the ground. But I want to keep the main sweet potatoes like this one here and some bigger ones underground alive. There's only 2 leaves over here, but it looks like it's gonna grow more, which I really like. I should probably fertilize it. But also take some leaves out of here, but also make sure, be careful about making sure I don't pull that sweet potato out. Because these vines here, I just think these vines, their stem tends to look like the sweet potatoes a bit because it's also a vine. So I hate pulling them out because I feel like I'm gonna pull the wrong thing out. But the sweet potato stem is a bit stronger, it's thicker, and it's older. There's also these few over here. The stem extends over here, where this entire part is dead for some reason. I don't even know what happened here. But that's all dead, and I should probably break it off somehow. Maybe with scissors or something. And it is impaling the leaf. Okay. Then there's more over here. I think this connects to those underground. And these do not. And I hope that they're not growing in between this plastic here because this is important. And here's my palm tree named Jerry Jr. The frond that was over here died. I cut it off with the saw and threw it away. This frond is definitely in the process of dying. This one just opened up recently, and this one's new, so that's nice. I think this palm tree is about 2 years old. I'll know how old this one is. It's younger though, but it's growing so much faster. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it when I move the camera, but it's the same kind of palm tree as that one in the neighbor's yard. But that one's probably gotta be at least 30 years old. This one's like 1 year old maybe. And these spikes here are actually very sharp. You shouldn't touch them. Well, don't grab onto them. Another thing I like about these, like that they're different kinds. You see on this one, the stem comes to a point, and every leaf comes off of it like it's a fan. And on this one, more like a branch, where it goes out and comes to a point. The leaves are coming off whenever they need to. I think palm trees do a good job at mimicking real trees. They look like they are branches. And here's my oak tree, which is about 7 years old now. I can't live its whole life here because we can't have a tree this close to the fence. But if you try to pick it up, I'm sure a ton of fruits will be hanging out the bottom. And we don't have anywhere to plant a new oak tree because they do get big. Although that would take like 20 years probably. Here's the pencil cactus that I transplanted some episodes ago. I don't know exactly how many. It's doing beautifully well. I love it. I don't know why I provide updates on compost because nothing happens. I add some things and then I give it some water and then I let it sit. Well, there's nothing else to say except for bye-bye and good evening, good night, good morning, afternoon, noon, or whatever. So bye-bye. And I will be my Google Sheets sheet that has all of my pepper harvest on it will be beautiful. I know it will.